I'm Paulus. I'm a finance and risk manager at BearingPoint Ireland. Previously, I worked as a financial auditor, and I noticed that most of the time companies were struggling with process redundancies or bottlenecks, and clear roles and responsibilities and new regulations. So I joined BearingPoint in Paris with the main objective to help financial services organizations deal with these types of issues. And last autumn, I joined the finance and risk team in Dublin as I wanted to be part of the challenge of further building out the service line and hopefully bring some insights from the French market to the Irish market. Just some examples where we've helped FS organizations improve their processes and organization. One of our clients was banking organizations, and the bank was struggling with time-consuming activities in relation to its finance and risk processes, as well as poor communication between stakeholders, all operating in silos. We worked with the bank to define process shortcuts that could be applied on a monthly basis, and we supported the client team in the definition of robotic process automation use cases. We also supported the bank in the implementation of new organizational principles between the group finance and risk teams, the business entities, and the shared service centers. And by doing all these things, we were able to achieve the final objective that was to enhance a closer integration of all stakeholders. One another example, this time we helped FS organizations to implement new regulations. One of our clients is a banking organization, and it was required for that client to rapidly develop a resolution planning program plan for 2020 and submit this to the regulator to comply with the Single Resolution Board requirements for banks. So what did we do? We worked with the bank to mobilize and plan 2020 resolution activities. We defined the program structure, we facilitated workshops to prepare and consolidate key deliverables to be submitted to the regulator. And just to bring another point of view, we also made some research to leverage insights from other regulatory jurisdictions, such as the BRDD directive or the FSB. What about the main challenges the banking sector is facing today? Well, let's start with a quick comparison between the 2008 recession and the current recession. The recession of 2008 was triggered by a shock in the banking system. While the current recession, it's different. It was triggered by a global pandemic, and the banking systems have now a significant role to play in getting the economy back on track. Of course, unfavorable economic conditions will continue to put significant pressure on the bank's financial performance. Well, across Europe, we can see that banks are struggling to convert their revenues into respectable levels of profitability. So, in that respect, banks are likely to consider options that can support process and cost efficiencies. For example, investing in appropriate technology to automate highly manual processes could deliver efficiency savings, such as machine learning and artificial intelligence in areas such as anti-money laundering. However, regarding that last part, digitalization, it's true that banks are often frustrated as they can't digitize as many processes as they would like. And why? Just because of high regulation and product complexity. In summary, for the main challenges of the banking sector, we've mentioned the economic conditions, banking efficiency, of course, investing in appropriate technology and high regulation. And these are all areas where we have been able to help our clients.